be going over persona targeting and why it's important to define who your target persona is or who your target customer is, and how you can leverage this with your marketing, landing page design, branding, pretty much anything that you put out to attract your target customers. So there's two things that we're going to cover. One, we're going to figure out exactly who you're trying to reach, and two, know where to find who you're trying to reach. These two things, it all comes down to audience targeting. Those of you who have ran Facebook ads in the past, or YouTube or Google, things are heading more into a topic and interest-based direction. The further that you can define this list, the more that you're going to elaborate on different areas and identify new opportunities of where you can reach your potential customers. So diving in here, this is a little diagram that I made covering different topics that you'll want to cover and research for your potential customer. Anything from demographic information, what are their interests, what are some of their needs, what do they desire on a daily basis, wants, etc. Now I labeled these a bit different. These I labeled as triggers. These are things that your target audience is more than likely going to resonate with. And then anything in research, you're going to want to uncover competitors and what competitors are doing. So leaning on what your competitors are doing, what they've tried, what's working for them really helps cut the learning curve into any marketing campaign. Information location, identifying those areas are not only going to become potential media buy options for you in the future or collaboration opportunities to meet similar customers to you, but it's also going to help you just craft your marketing and your messaging much more easily. And when? So when do they want to solve this problem? So anything pertaining to time is going to be really important to have in your persona targeting and your audience persona. So why do you need to define an audience persona? Just to recap, one, it's going to help with your marketing. It's going to convert much better because you're going to understand how and why your potential customers convert. It's also going to streamline your process of crafting copywriting, brand messaging, text overlay, video scripts, whatever it is. You can always resort back to this document to make sure that everything is aligned there. When should an audience persona be completed? I highly recommend, if you haven't done this already, to do it right away. But before we typically start any paid marketing or organic campaign, we want to do a in-depth audience research. I'm going to show you also how I utilize these audience personas for copywriting, both for ads and landing pages, into creating headlines that convert. And the example we're going to use are a cocktail shrubs, which we just took on a client last week. So let's say we have these columns built out in Excel. We have the who, emotions, pain points, wants, and when. We're going to focus on these 5 areas. Just for this example, you can go into other topics as well. But the example I came up with was cocktail shrubs are essentially a mix that you include with however much alcohol that you want in your drink, and it comes out cocktail ready. It has all of the ingredients. It has a liquid already there. It's like a bartender made it. So the angle that we went here is passing up a night out with friends and being left out because bar drinks get too expensive is a huge bummer. So that's the opening sentence, the opening hook. So we're touching base on a few things here. We're hitting pain points in quite a few areas. So passing up a night out with friends, if a potential customer can relate to that and they've passed out a night out with friends because they don't want to spend money, we're immediately relating to a pain point and something that they want. They want to go out with friends, they want to spend time with friends, but they don't want to spend however much they spend at a bar. Typically, they want to save money. We get too expensive, right? Another pain point, and we're saying it's a huge bummer. So we're relating to their emotions and pain points here. Now that we've kind of agitated some pain points, we're relating to our target audience, we have an angle, we have our hook, then we go into presenting the solution. So thankfully, these 4 delicious shrubs options create resort-style craft cocktails at home for under $3 in minutes. So I'm doing a couple other things here. Presenting the solution. The bar is too expensive. You don't want to be bummed. You don't want to miss hanging out with friends. Luckily, here's an option for you to not experience any of that. Then we incorporate some of the wants. So create resort-style craft cocktails. And we're sending the value proposition here as well. So we're including when, right? Like how long does it take them to solve their problem? Their problem is up here. What's the solution? And that's it. That's kind of how you can take this and create copy rather quickly and testing different angles. And then in the creative, we could do something like UGC. We can do custom video. We could even do product photography, I think would work really well here. So there's quite a few different options that we can test. So where do you start? Here are a couple different ways that I use to gather information. So you can survey your customers. We kind of spoke about that a little bit. I think Reddit is becoming a more and more popular place for people to confide and share stories and get advice on different topics and things that they're experiencing in their life. So Reddit is a really great area. We talked about large competitor product and service. A quick little tip for you: if you search in text brand name plus, and you want to use these parentheses if you want to get the exact match. If you want to do broad, you can leave the parentheses out, but the exact match will look for these two pieces of information inside of text, whatever adjective you want to use, and you can pull what Google is indexed and what people are talking about, whatever competitor brand you're looking for. Obviously, news sources are pretty great as long as they're credible. SEO and PPC keyword research, you can use things like Google Trends or Google Ads tool. You can use any SEO keyword research tool out there. There's a plethora of different ones. And then another one that I really like doing is the people also ask in the headings of top search results in search engines. So the people also ask, those are those boxes when you type in a search into Google, there's those gray boxes that you can click, and typically they're questions. When you click that and it has a snippet of someone who's answered that question, that's a great area to do research. And for services or products, you can see what your customers are actually searching for, and you can answer those questions in an FAQ. As things continue to improve or decline in terms of CPMs with market research, markets getting more and more competitive, it's going to be more and more important for not only the smaller brands, but large brands as well to find other areas of media buy opportunities. That's all I got for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.